My question is about joy. In my experience, for as long as I can remember, I've often felt joy without any reason for. And for any reason for, I mean, no big reason, no significant reason, but maybe just looking at a flower or wrapping myself in a warm and comfy bed. And sometimes, I mean, this joy has different colors. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's explosive, and sometimes it's touching, like I start crying for I don't know what. And I am wondering if this is the being that I am experience the nature of being, that is joy, or if I'm mistaking these experiences.
You're not mistaken. You're,
okay.
Each time you have this experience of joy, you are tasting your being. And there's something about the flower, the warm, cozy bed, the experience that has the power to interrupt the normal flow of experience on the horizontal line of time. Because when you see that, up until the moment you see the flower, your mind is thinking about tomorrow and yesterday, and then you see the flower, and the flower arrests your attention. And so your mind stops there. It stops traveling back and forth in the past. So the flower interrupts the flow of experience on the horizontal line of time. And in that interruption, your being shines. And you taste that shining of being as the experience of joy. And that's why, whether it's your warm, comfy bed or a flower or a conversation with a friend or whatever event or object seems to precipitate this experience of joy, the experience of joy itself is always the same experience, because it's always the same shining of being. Different events or objects have the capacity to interrupt the horizontal flow of our experience, but into that interruption flows the same being, and that the taste of being is joy. And then that joy is then colored by your human experience, filtered through your human experience. So it has a slightly different flavor, as you say, sometimes very quiet, sometimes very touching, sometimes it makes you laugh, sometimes it makes you cry, sometimes it makes you dance, sometimes it makes you go still. But it's always the same joy filtering into your human experience. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I was asking this because it doesn't seem to me in those moments that I'm experiencing the feeling of oneness.
No, because the feeling of oneness we refer to, the feeling of oneness, which is also the shining of being, but we refer to that. You were talking about joy, your own private relationship with when you're getting into bed or looking at a flower or whatever. But we feel oneness in relation to other people and other things. So we refer to it then as love instead of joy. So love is the felt sense of our shared being, the felt sense of our oneness. So it which is also a taste of being. But when that being filters into our experience in relationship to another person, we call it love. It's the same taste, but in relationship. And so peace, joy, love, beauty, these are all different words for the same experience, for the same. They're all tastes of being. They're all words that we use to describe being. But the different words we use, peace, joy, love, beauty, depend on the experience, the context in which the taste of our being shines. So if it shines in relationship, we call it love. If it shines in relationship to an object, we call it beauty. But they're all the same. Different words for the same shining of being.
Thank you.